Hi, welcome back to the channel. Now it's about time for the yearly MOT on my BMW Z3 1997. So I need to check out a few things, make sure it's all working okay, check the bulbs, have a check of that exhaust because there was a little bit of noise still coming from it, and just generally have a bit of a look over and make sure it's ready to get its test done and all sorted. So let's go and take a look. Now something recently was after the exhaust work that you saw in one of the other videos, it has had, or it does sound a little bit noisy, and I'm not sure if there is a little bit of an exhaust leak, possibly from the front. So just taking a look underneath, what we do is we can see there's the cat, and it comes forward into the junction, and there's a gasket up there, and that's the bit that I'm not sure whether it does have a slight leak coming from there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it up, possibly put my hand under there. With it being cold it should be okay, and see if I can feel any exhaust gases coming out. Hopefully it's not going to, and I think we'll be okay, but it's worth a check just for now. So let me start it up. I'm not sure how well the microphone's going to pick up any of this, to be honest, but I'll start it up and we'll see what we get. Okay, that's it started and running. Further forward, it's starting to get hot. Actually, I can't feel any exhaust gases coming out, so you know what, I think I'm going to be okay with that. It does have a little bit of a rasp to it, actually I think that's going to be okay. I don't think it's anything excessive, which is good news. So that's that out of the way. Now I know that the seat belts, they're fine, the windows work, a lot of the other stuff is fine. There's no lights or warnings on the dashboard, as you'll see there's the engine running right now, and we don't have any warning lights on, just the handbrake. If I turn it off, turn it back on, you see all the lights illuminate and then they go out again, which is exactly what we want. So we know that those sides of things should be okay for our MOT, which is good news. So now I think we need to check the other stuff like lights and all the other bits and pieces. Let's go and take a look at those. Testing the brake lights. The brake light worked. The high level brake light did work, apart from one bulb. So I then decided to take the bulb out to replace it. The whole thing stopped working now, and it's not getting voltage to it. And I'm testing that, I'll show you. You can see you can get at the lighting bar, and you can see I've got my tester plugged in, because what I'm testing for is when the brake lights are on, I should be getting 12 volts to these two wires. Now I'm using little pin testers to feed in and test, and I'm not getting 12 volts. And what I'm worried about is whether this wiring loom has suddenly decided to break. Okay, I've got it connected up, and you'll see I've got my DIY brake tester. It's quite good, the electric seats move forward, that helps. So I'll turn the ignition on. you can see we've got our main brake lights on, but 0 volts. And now a bit of waggling about. Still 0 volts. Now I have just noticed something. These wires are exposed, so that's not ideal, but we're still getting 0 volts. Now I would have thought it might have flicked on or off whilst I was doing this, but it's not at all. I think the next thing to do will be to try and test somewhere on this wiring loom, so that I know that my test is definitely working and that I'm getting voltage at least down here. Something that I just found out: if you keep the ignition on with the brake pedal pressed, it won't actually turn on the first time. So I've had to reset it, take my bar off, and then I can test it separately. And if you put the brake on, that one's on, that one's on, those aren't. Right, now if I try... Aha! I think we have got a problem with this wiring loom, because that is making that flicker. I think we're going to need to replace it. What I've been working out is which wire is damaged, to find out first of all which one is ground and which one is the main bulb. Now I think brown is the ground, so if I connect the ground like this and then touch a bit of the bodywork with my probe, there you can hear it's making a beep. So that's ground. So we know that brown is ground, and that does appear to be working. And again on the bulb, that's ground. So we know that our centre pin is the one that we're interested in, which should connect that blue and red. If I now switch to that pin and try touching the central pin, there's our problem. Nothing at all. So that's the wire that's damaged, our blue and red, which is our positive voltage. Here I can illustrate the problem. You can hear it's beeping. That's just me on the pin. And if I go back on the pin, it's on the pin now, but as I move this wire, you can hear it keeps breaking, and I keep getting different resistances, so it's definitely that one. So because this is for the MOT, I'm going to quickly run a single wire down through the loom and back, which should get us working. I've got a bit of cable quite easily threaded down here. I've managed to thread it through rubber grommets at both sides down. What I've done is, rather than going to join it back on the loom there, I'm going to just take it down to here and tap in onto this connector, because it's a little bit easier to get at. I'm just going to bare these, and I can put a ground, because it's worth putting another ground, because it's going to fail worse at some point, and then our brake light. Would it be nice if they'd stuck to the same loom colours, you know, so up here it's blue and red, down here, is it blue and red? Oh, it is, it's blue and red. I thought it was just blue. So that one there is our positive feed that we're going to tap into, and I'm going to just use one of these blocks here to make it nice and easy and quick. problem with these things. You can see it hasn't bitten it at all. Well, actually it has in glancing, but it's not bitten into it properly, so it didn't line up, which means that was absolutely useless. I've remade it, and that's now getting a connection. It's really difficult to show you on camera, trying to balance everything, but that's how positive through. Like I say, I'm also going to make it ground, because there's no harm in making ground, because if one of them's failed, more than one will fail. I'm going to quickly do that, and then we can do a test. And now, rather than using those connectors, what I'm doing is I'm just stripping a little bit of the wire. I'm going to wrap them round and then tape them, and they should hold. They should make a decent enough connection, at least to get us by for our MOT test. Now, a final bit of testing. I've got this connected to the ground pin. If I go to the chassis of the vehicle, that's ground. And now if I go to our brake light bulb and I go to the central pin on the brake light, there we go, we're getting a signal. The jittery is just because I'm not very good at getting that pin connected. If I now put our original brake, next thing to do is to now plug our little connector. I should have sorted the wiring out a little bit better, but this wasn't something I was planning on doing urgently. Now that that's plugged in, hopefully, there we go. So all we're missing is our one bulb, which is back to where I started. And the reason I'd opened the boot, which was to test and change that bulb, because I found that bulb, wherever it is, looking a bit rusty and horrible. Now whether it does actually work and it was just a bad connection, let's try it and find out. Ignition back on. Nope, that one doesn't look like it's working. So I'm going to clean that bulb up, change it, put the rubber grommets back in, and at least that will get us working for now and get us round this problem. That apparently, that wiring loom there is a really common problem. It's called the loom of doom on BMW Z3s. Often breaks down there. It might also explain why the central locking's not working properly as well, because I have found the central locking for the boot doesn't work right. There's a good chance there's some more wires in that loom broken, but for now that should get it working once I clean up that last bulb. I need to do quite a bit of cleaning of the terminals because there was quite a bit of rust, you can see, came off the terminal. That's all done now. New bulb in, to put the ignition on, press the brake pedal, and there we go. We've got the full light bar all working, and that now means we're ready to go to the MOT. So let's take it down and see how we get on. Well, the good news is I'm driving home in the Z3. We had a couple of little problems at the MOT, but nothing too difficult to solve. So I'll take you through what's been done, what we've needed, and then it's another year driving in the Z3, which is good news. Well, there we go. That's great news, isn't it? That the MOT has passed. A couple of minors on there. One on the brake disc on the front driver's side, which I do want to replace the front brakes anyway. So that's one of the things. There's also slight oil leak, which I have spotted a few times underneath, but again, it's not excessive. I'm not going to worry too much about that, but that's good news. It means the Z3 gets to stay on the road for the next year. I don't know what I'll be doing with it over winter, because it's not really a winter's car, so whether I again store it away and take it off the road, I'm not sure. But that's something to figure out. Thanks a lot for watching. Please pop a like down the bottom, really helps the channel out, and I'll see you in the next video.